special presentation of the Unnecessary Ruckus Wrestling League.
Exchanging attacks on top of the ladder. Evo, Stern, who will survive? Stern with the belt. Evo punches him off. Stern once again. Evo punches him off. And now Stern down. Evo reaches up and he grabs the URWL Championship. No! No! Oh my God! He didn't do that! What the hell just happened? Shane B. Perkins has turned on his mentor. Why would he ever do such a thing?
I don't even know what to think right now.
Glimmer of hope here. Scorpion raises his arm and no! That's it! That is the final death knell to this once promising tag team. Just disgusting. One of the most heinous acts ever in a URWL ring. Months ago, the URWL left Los Angeles, California, and 5 months later, we're still recovering. Ladies and gentlemen, this is URWL Wrestling Episode 9. I'm Gold-007, and let's kick it off right away with some wrestling action. Trent CobrA, URWL HighFlyer title on the line. Let's go to Andy Mix.
And we'll move forward. The URWL HighFlyer title.
Well, ladies and gents, Episode 3 was when these two men last met, and it was an outstanding contest. However, CobrA ended up on top, retaining his URWL HighFlyer title. The title, incidentally, that he still possesses. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, CobrA, if we can even call him that, has a new outlook, a new mindset. After breaking up Scorpra, can CobrA enter a new phase of his career as HighFlyer champion? We will see. We talked about having a new attitude, folks, and look at this. His attire has changed dramatically. He has a beard. This is a new CobrA. Let's go to Eddie Mace for the introductions.
And his opponent, currently residing in Dallas, Texas, he is the current URWL HighFlyer champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a wrestler formerly known as CobrA,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it. CobrA is CobrA no longer. He prefers now to be called by his real name, Corey Jones. And if his wrestling attire is any indication, I think Corey is looking to go back to basics. The wrestler formerly known as CobrA, now known as Corey Jones, is out to redefine himself and undoubtedly turn some heads in the process. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest, our opening contest here in Episode 9, is for the URWL HighFlyer title. And if it's any indication, you see there on the screen the name, the man formerly known as CobrA, it's any indication, folks, this contest will be exactly like the one they had in episode 3. One that will show off both men's strengths. And momentarily, ladies and gentlemen, the opening match is underway here in episode 9, and there we go. Corey Jones, the newly named Corey Jones, starting the match off with an arm drag and a running Shining Wizard. Sends Trent Tail down, the challenger from Edmonton, Alberta, victim of 2 draws. And as you saw in his entrance on his shirt says, no more draws. Well, will that be the case tonight? Will Trent Tail come up with the URWL HighFlyer title that has eluded him since the text-based days? Pinfall now by Jones, 2, and a kick out by Tail. Ladies and gentlemen, after that long wait, after popular demand, there we go, pin on the bridge. Trent Tail looking for something, 2, and no. Kick out by Corey Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, as I was just saying, after popular demand, the URWL is in a much different situation. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, CobrA broke up. The self-proclaimed icons, Barry White and Shavy Perkins, broke up. And Jaime retained his URWL championship in another Match of the Year candidate between himself and Seth Stern. What will happen tonight in Nashville, Tennessee, here on episode 9? That remains, folks, to be seen. Now Trent Tail bouncing against the ropes! Vaulting body press! Taking Corey Jones down! And these fans here in Nashville responding to the Canadian-born HighFlyer with a torrent of cheers. Count is 3 outside the ring now. Jones now, lazy arm drag, setting Tail down, silencing those cheers. And now a knee drop by Jones. What a transformation by this young man, formerly known as CobrA, now known as Corey Jones. What a transformation he has made. He has shunned his hardcore attire and replaced it with more traditional wrestling attire. But what will this mean for Corey's career? Will he take it to the next level? Will he retain his title tonight? Or will he be embarrassed by a man who is yet to see true career redemption in Trent Tail? Now, Jones running in. Another Shining Wizard of Tail. Corey Jones, such a balanced attack for a HighFlyer. He knows how to maneuver his way around the ring and also stun you. A lot of agile moves. You saw there, kick in the corner. Very acrobatic by Jones, really defining his style. Now Jones, breaking the action. Trent Tail favoring his head, moving in for a tie-up. Jones now, floating over and DDT, sending Tail to the mat. And Trent Tail, ever since he beat Busiwa Tanao at Digital Mayhem this past May, now Jones grabbing him by the neck and hoisting him, throwing him across the ring in a process. The count now, 2. Tail kicks out, fans responding with a great respect for the challenger Trent Tail. As I was saying, Trent Tail, after beating Busiwa Tanao, needs a big victory to really vault himself back into the URWL spotlight here. Corey Jones now going to the top rope, waiting for Tail to ascend to his feet. Tail is up. Trent now right toward the corner. Jumping clothesline, sending Jones out the top rope. An error, a miscalculation, if you will, by the champion. And now Tail for the second rope. Tornado DDT onto the mat. On Jones' chest now. Trent Tail, the challenger. Springboard elbow drop. Now raising his right arm to the fans. They appreciate his effort, folks. And when the Fans' Choice Awards hit, you gotta think the fans will be voting for the Tail versus Tanao match. But that's in the past, folks. Tail now clotheslining, enjoying himself afterwards. Like I said, folks, that is beside the point. Trent Tail needs to move aside from that match and really vault his career to the next level tonight. If he beats Corey Jones, he'll be able to do that. Corey Jones is, you know, the longest running champion on the active URWL roster. He's had the longest title reign as HighFlyer champion, and, well, it seems that he's poised to sustain that reign tonight. And now, Jones, mule kick from the top rope. Like I said before, Corey Jones, so agile yet so well balanced in his attack. Mentored by his adversary, also his brother, Scorpion. But at this stage of his career, I don't think Corey Jones cares anymore. He's out to make a name for himself, not be in the shadow of his brother. Now Jones flexing to the crowd, They don't like him at all. After what he did popular demand, I don't think they have a right to it. Now Tail reversing, setting Jones down, setting him up now, looking for a hold. Texas Cloverleaf right by the ropes though. Can he pull toward the middle of the ring? Tries to, but the hold is broken up. Tail now, Irish whip onto the apron. Sends Jones off with a punch. Tail now. He pulls himself over. He hits Jones right outside the ring. And the count is on. Early on in this contest, both men really taking their bodies to the limits. True representatives of the URWL HighFlyer division. True veterans in their own right. Even though Corey Jones is younger than Tail, both men are veterans of the URWL HighFlyer division. They know exactly what's expected of them. And they're out to give the fans and everyone in attendance a good match. Now, Trent Tail outside the ring, running in. Head scissors takeover. Continuing his assault in Irish whip. Sends Jones inside the ring. Tail now, Irish whip to the corner. Clothesline. Moving up to the top rope. Now what's going to happen? Tail! Dragon Runner! Going for the pin, looking for the win here too. No! Jones kicks out. And now Corey. Arm drag on Trent. Now picking Trent up. Irish whip to the ropes. Jones looking for something, can't get it. Tail stops. Now Tail continues assault. Arm drag. Another one. And running in. Diving clothesline. Trent Tail now going to the top rope. He did this to boost him to now. Signaling a defeat. Tail. Frog splash. Could it be over? One, two, and no. Jones kicks out. Both of these men taking their bodies to the limit tonight, folks. This is what the HighFlyer division is all about. Tail now, second rope, drop kick to the outside. Now Jones out of the ring, looking worse for wear. Tail in the middle of the ring, telling Jones to bring it. Will he respond? Tail, riding distance. And now Tail, with Jones stunned on the ropes, vaulting body press once again, and the count is reset. Trent Tail has taken full control of this contest, and I must say that his chances to win the URWL HighFlyer title in this match have increased tenfold. Count is 4 now outside the ring. Tail against that barrier. Series of punches on Corey Jones, the URWL HighFlyer champion. A defiant man. And I must say, Trent Tail has his number. Is Jones busted open on the post? We're going to see in a moment. Tail now! Frog splash barely hits. Jones, yes, he is busted open, blood pouring down his forehead. And Jones now taking that botched frog splash, turning it in his favor. Jones Irish whip to the post, slams Tail's head straight into it, and now Tail's busted open. Blood for blood, I suppose. Tail down on the mat. Jones resting, looking for something. Shooting star press barely hits. Trent Tail looking pretty worse off. Down on the mat. Corey Jones poised to retain his URWL HighFlyer title. The longest title reign in the URWL today. Jones now, cradle pin. 1, 2, and no. He cannot retain his title. Arm drag now, setting Tail down. Jones going up to the top. Could be 450. No! Looking for another shooting star press. He gets it. Could it be over? 2, no! Tail kicks out. My goodness, it's back and forth action right here. Jones now to the top rope. Arm drag on Tail. How much more can Trent Tail take in this contest? Running senton now by Jones. Jones now continuing his assault, wanting to retain his title. Tail reverses. Tail now. Backbreaker on Corey. Now Trent on the run. Elbow drop. Just that happens. Tail pin with a bridge. Could it be over 2? No. We could add a new URWL HighFlyer champion, ladies and gentlemen. But Corey Jones right back on the attack. Arm drag down to Tail. Jones, cradle pin. Right in the corner though. Could it be a rope break? No. Count is on 2 and no. The belt could have been retained right there. But this match still goes on. Tail now looking to power out. Jones says